It's nice to see you again. How are you? I didn't get a chance to see how you're doing.
Yeah, because my son, I think I'm gonna lose the course if I because my son is in karate.
On
If
karate, yes.
karate.
So yeah, because I think you have to attend a certain number of classes when you come to the group conversation, and if you don't attend, then eventually it doesn't help you with your credits and all that. So now you're at your son's karate lesson,
Yeah,
and you're
my son is on karate. I'm waiting for him, but I take the course. I don't know. I don't know
yeah.
because
Having kids is hard, right? Having kids is
credits.
difficult. So having kids is difficult.
Yeah, I understand. Having
It's hard,
kids
right?
is difficult.
There's like so much responsibility around it. You have to drive them
Yeah,
here, bring them there. It's
exactly.
hard.
And my husband studies medicine. Doc,
Medicine.
he can go with him
Yeah, I know. I understand. It's hard. It's really
this
difficult. You
term.
know, you
Yeah,
being a mom, you're a superhero. So moms are super.
yeah.
Moms are
This
superheroes. They do everything for their kids, right?
yes.
How
Yeah.
many children do you have?
Two children. Donc, I have one. His age is 8 years old, and the older is 8 years old, and the last
Oh, the
and the
second
last
one, the younger one. Yeah.
the second is 7 months.
Oh,
7 months.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a girl.
It's a girl.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a girl.
Do you sleep well?
Yeah, I sleep well now because
Wow.
before noon. His father, his father, comment je pourrais dire, il a fait faire ses nuits à ma fille. Ma fille fait ses nuits when he has 3 months.
Okay.
Oh, so
Mon conjoint l'a fait faire ses nuits.
Okay.
okay, so your husband was taking care of your daughter when she was 3 months.
Yeah, 3 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a difficult thing having kids. Sometimes we take it for granted, you know. We sometimes say, oh, like, you know what, like having kids, like I want to have a family and all, but it comes with responsibility. So it's a lot to handle.
It
But
comes with responsibilities, yes.
yeah, but you know, you had 8 years of break a little bit. So your son, when he was born, you know, you got adjusted to it, and you had your son, and you adjusted for the sleep schedule and all that, and you had 8 years of break until you had your daughter. So it's not
No,
like you had it right after the other. You know, I know some people that have a kid and not even the next year they have another kid, so they have two kids within 3 years, not
yeah,
even.
yeah,
It's a lot to handle when it's right after one after the other like that. So,
yes.
and what about you, Denis? Do you have any children, if you would like to share?
I have two daughters.
Two daughters.
Oh, two daughters. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's the best.
Yeah, I hear that having a son is sometimes more difficult than a daughter. Is this true?
Is it more?
Yeah. Is it
More
true that a
difficult.
son is more difficult than having a daughter?
Uh, it was easy with my daughters, but I don't know for the boys. I don't have.
Yeah. Marie Claudine can tell us, what is your experience? Is it
Yeah, my kids, they are eh, they aren't difficult.
okay? So your kids aren't difficult. That's nice. So
Yeah,
my kids
yes.
aren't difficult. Very nice. I love that. You gave them, a good discipline. You
Yeah,
raised
a good discipline.
them
Surtout, what do you say surtout in English? Especially their father.
especially their father. So your
Yeah,
husband disciplined them a lot.
exactly.
Okay, that's really good. I think that's what it means. Parenting. It's I see sometimes some parents that really let their kids do anything they want, and that's fine. But you also see some parents that really put in the effort and the discipline and the talking to their kids and listening to their kids. And there's no right or wrong way to raise your children, but you do end up seeing a difference in the way that the kids turn out eventually. I think it's not a formula. It's not like A plus B equals C. I think everyone is different, but discipline is definitely something that adds character to your child. And
Yeah.
so that's good to hear. Maybe one day when Shelby.
Jim.
Good evening.
So
Good
good to
evening.
see you.
Hi.
Long time no see, Michelle.
Yes.
Everything
I
good?
I say the same. Long time don't see you. Why?
Yeah. I was actually traveling for some time.
Oh.
Yeah.
When? When?
It was very spontaneous. It was all of a sudden. I decided to visit my sister in Europe. So I went to France and Ireland. But unfortunately, I was supposed to stay a bit longer. I was supposed to stay until next month, but my dog passed away, so I came back.
Oh, bienvenue. Welcome
Thank you so much
again.
to be back. We've been having really nice weather too, so I'm definitely excited to be back.
Ah, it's good.
What about
Congratulations.
you? Ready for your Greece trip?
What?
Ready for your Greece trip, or still?
Especially me
Yes,
working for saving money for my travel.
yes, that's what it is.
Running, working.
Wow, there's an
Every-
expression: work hard, play hard, right?
Yes, and
Work hard.
afterward, I enjoy.
Yeah,
Work, and afterward, I enjoy.
exactly. That's nice. And I think
Yes,
that's what life is all about. You work, 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 so you can, end up
yes,
traveling or doing things that you
yes,
love. Because otherwise you're just working all the time and not enjoying life, right? So that's what it is. I like that.
yes.
So April 22nd. Anyone know what today is? Like April 22nd. There's like a national day today.
Work hard, play hard. Yes.
Today, actually, April 22nd is Earth Day. Did you guys know that? En français, c'est jour
Eh,
de la
Le jour de la
oh,
Terre.
la jour de la Terre, ouais, c'est ça. So Earth Day.
oh, today?
Yeah, today.
Oh, the hair day? Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Earth
It's
Day.
interesting, huh?
Jour de la Terre in French. And I found something that was a bit interesting, and I wanted us to read it together. It's about Earth Day and how it was created.
Oh, that's why I see the television and the news. They talking about the
Yes,
environment.
yeah. That's why everyone is talking about environment,
So
recycling. Exactly.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very interesting, right? I actually found something here that we can read and
yeah,
see together why Earth Day, when it was made, and how it's celebrated around the world. It's interesting. So yeah, anywhere that you go today, especially if you go to like certain grocery stores or certain coffee shops, they keep saying, "Oh, you know what? Like we're promoting recycling, we're promoting compost, we're promoting um, banning plastic. So they keep promoting all these things, especially today, Earth Day. So let's maybe read about it a little bit. Let me zoom in so everyone could read. So Earth Day, what is it and how do we celebrate it? Does anyone want to start reading? Does anyone want to read? Okay, Mike, I feel like you want to read. Would you like to start?
Yeah, I like to read.
Yes, go ahead.
Every year on April 22, we celebrate the earth and everything is provided for us: food, air, water.
Yes.
We clean, plant, work, bike, and raise our awareness about the importance of recycling. But let's take a closer look at what the world does for Earth Day and why.
Yeah. So how did Earth Day begin? Let's see.
In 90,
Yes,
in
go ahead.
1963,
Yeah,
U.S.
1960.
Senator, 1963, U.S. Senator Gaylord Nelson of Wisconsin realized how much of Earth's most precious resources we were losing. He decided the environment needed to be cleaned up and pollution stopped. All things were only going to get worse.
Right. You can finish the paragraph and then we'll
He
pause.
brought together a group of like-minded people who organized the first Earth Day on April 22, 1970. Approximately 20 million people gathered for nationwide celebrations and environmental movement was born.
Isn't it crazy that it was only created in 1970? Like 1970, it's like not even like 50 years ago.
Yeah.
It's so recent. Like in my head, like it feels like it was a long time ago. Like it was probably in like 1950, 1940 maybe. But 1970 is so recent. It hasn't been that long that, recycling and taking care of our earth was something that was taken seriously. Did you guys know that? Did you guys know that the environmental movement was born in the 70s? So
I'm
No,
so I'm
no.
surprised to learn that
I'm so surprised to learn that too.
yeah, it's very interesting because sometimes we just feel like, oh, like it's been ongoing for so long, but when we actually put the date on the timeline, it looks so recent. It's very interesting.
It's
So
not too late to apologize.
yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's not too late to apologize, and it's not too late to take action, right? Sometimes it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's too late. It's not gonna change if I start recycling now. It's not gonna change if I start composting now. If I start biking instead of driving to school or things like that. But actually, it's the little things that matter. It's the little things that make a difference, right? So if I were to ask you guys, what is anything that you do in your day-to-day life to help the environment? Is there anything that you do and that you would like to share as like a resource or as to how you help the environment since it's Earth Day?
For me, I learn my son to plant like bean,
Hmm.
uh, um, other grains, uh,
And grains, yeah.
and grains. So, for him to learn what about the earth, what about the plantation, what about the ce n'est pas donné tout ce qu'il a vu, donc c'est les hommes qui l'ont fait.
Yeah,
C'est
so things don't magically appear. It takes work, it takes energy, it takes resources, it takes water, it takes
exactly
food,
water.
seeds. Seeds, c'est les petites graines. Because sometimes you have like
Seeds,
cucumber seeds or you have green bean seeds. You
green
plant them
beans.
into the soil, and then these are when they grow eventually. Yeah, I think you're so right, and I think it's true because we take it for granted. Sometimes we say, "Oh, you know what? Water." When we especially here in Canada, water is everywhere. You just open your faucet and you have water in abundance. But there's other countries that don't have water, that you need to actually go to the well or you need infrastructure to have water. So it's exactly like you said, we don't need to take it for granted. And it's good to open our eyes and especially open our kids' eyes at a young age to show them that things don't come from the sky. You know,
Exactly.
it just doesn't fall off like that and magically appears. It takes a lot of work. It takes a lot
And we must keep
oh, I think hello, Nasima? Hello? I don't think
Nasima,
we don't hear you. No,
qué bonita.
we don't hear you. Sorry.
Don't listen.
Hello? No, it's still not working.
She's talking.
Yeah,
No.
I think her audio got interrupted, but just before till she comes back, it's I really do agree with you, Marie-Claudine. We need to teach our kids. We need to tell them that everything is with labor. You need to work hard for it. Whether it's in heat, whether it's water, whether it's in your career, it's in your life, in your personal life, everything needs work, and you have to do what you have in your surroundings. Oh, there she is. She's back.
yes.
When it began,
No, we don't hear you. Still.
Do you hear me now?
Oh, yes, now yes.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Okay. So I said that we must keep the environment clean.
Mm-hmm.
Like we gave we learn we gave advices to our children to keep the environment clean.
Absolutely, absolutely. We have to protect our environment. It's if we want to be cleaner, we need to do our own thing and make sure that we don't put our waste in the streets and that if ever we have a gum, we don't throw it in the ground. We put it into the garbage and recycle and
Exactly.
yeah, because it's those little things that make a difference, right? And I can just give like a little example. When I was in France, I was actually very surprised at how dirty it was. There was a lot of cigarette butts on the floor. There was a lot of floor. Every corner I walked, very, very shocked. I walked here in Montreal, and it's much cleaner. And I don't know if it's because here we care more about the environment, but I feel like people here are more concerned and they actually take the initiative to make our streets cleaner. I don't know if you that here in Montreal we actually have clean streets. No, we don't. We don't think that Montreal has clean streets. But anyways, so let's continue. So here we saw that the 1970s Earth Day was created, and this is when the environmental movement was born. So how is it celebrated globally on a larger scale with other countries? So does anyone read the next paragraph?
Ah, qué bonito. Planting the tree.
Yes, sorry, go ahead.
I can read, Karen? No?
Yeah, so absolutely, go ahead.
Okay. The second paragraph.
Yes, the one is.
Okay. It took some time for countries around the globe to join in the fund, but in 1990, 141 countries, including Canada and its 2 million participants, joined in the first International Earth Day, and more countries continue to add their voices in 2040. 192 countries and 1 billion people participated in Earth Day activities.
Nice. That's very interesting. For that many countries that joined globally in terms of like Earth Day and one. I do wonder what, for example, 141 countries, 90 that joined.
What country?
I'm sorry?
What country?
Yeah, it doesn't say in the article.
What is the name of the country?
Yeah, I think we'll have to Google it. What countries? Let's check it out. Let me check. Okay, the first international day. Okay, so in 1990, it was the International Day. So, countries that joined. One second. 1990 that joined. Okay, 1 second. I think so. So the countries. So it says here, for example, it's the United Kingdom, China, Vietnam.
Oh my God.
I don't.
China, Vietnam, Estados Unidos, maybe.
And the United States as well. I'm just trying to gather the see which other countries in 1990. Germany. There's a lot of countries. There's too many. There's a lot. I'll try to look up the other countries and maybe some group chat so we can all look at them afterwards. But it's actually a lot. 100. How many were they? Sorry, 141 countries joined the first day. So when you think about it, again, 1990, that's so recent. It's something that's like even 30 years ago, a bit more, 34 years ago, when people started joining, decided to make sure that people were taking care of the earth. And it's actually a good initiative. I think that they actually did it. All right, let's continue. Did you know? So Earth Day became International Mother Earth Day in 2009 when the United Nations. So initially it's called International Earth Day. Now they changed it to Mother Earth. Interesting. Why do you think they changed it to Mother Earth instead of Day? Instead of just keeping it to Mother Earth Day.
Karen, I can't hear you good. Well, I don't know why.
Oh no. Is my voice cutting?
I don't know, but I can't hear you.
Can everyone else hear me, or is it just the same?
Your sound is lagging.
Yes,
It's
I don't know. From my phone or your I don't know.
Okay, 1 second.
I think it started when you start to share your screen.
When I shared my screen.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a common problem that's happening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for clarifying that. So it's because of my because I share the screen. So when I share the screen, it makes a light sound. Okay. Does anyone want to read the rest?
I can try. Can try.
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. Can you make it a little bit? Reduce a little bit. A little bit. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Earth Day activities around the world. In 2011, the Earth Day Network, the group of people who planned events for Earth Day, planted 28 million trees in Afghanistan to revive green space destroyed by the conflict here. In 2012, in 11 cities across China, more than 100,000 people rode their bikes instead of driving, of highlight the amount of pollution created by cars.
That is so interesting.
Yeah.
So here, it's nice to know that in 2011, Afghanistan planted trees. In 2012, 11 cities across China rode their bike instead of driving to the areas. Do you guys drive? Do you guys bike driving when you have a chance, or do you only drive? So,
For me, I take common transport because I think this is one of the solutions to reduce the the carbon footprint. And this concept arose some years ago when people start to talk about smart cities. This is a concept that's under development in some countries, and I think many countries decided to jump in this way. So I think it's the one solution, not the perfect, but yeah, with this we can deal with the carbon footprint, and also there are many solutions. People try to find solutions. That, yeah, it's a one of the solutions.
yeah,
So
that's really good.
we should all start when we are in the big city like Montreal. We should bike rather than drive.
Yeah. That's well, obviously in the winter, a bit difficult, but
Yeah, yeah.
but during summer, I agree. And actually take the initiative to take the public transport, and instead of taking your car, I think that makes a difference. It's like you're saying your carbon footprint needs to be reduced, and instead of always your car, find alternatives. So maybe one like let's take the public transport, and carpooling, car pooling. So this is like, for example, instead of me driving to work, I actually go and pick up other people from my surrounding, and we all drive to the same area. So instead of just me driving on my own, I actually make sure that the other people that I'm driving with are not also adding on to their carbon footprint. Carpooling is a great idea. If you're going for an out in Montreal and you want to drive instead of taking public transport because it's safer, you can tell your friends, hey, you know what, take one car, pick up everyone, and just deal with it. So that definitely makes a difference. But biking is definitely, I think it's the best idea because you're killing two birds with one stone. After doing physical exercise, so you're working hard and you're being in shape, but you're also at it from the environmental perspective. So I do wish that I could bike. What about you, Nasima?
When the weather is well, we can take a bike, but it's not. It's so difficult to take the bike. But I prefer drive.
Yeah, I think if you have many alternatives, if you want to take 2 hours to bike somewhere to get to work or to get to the place that you need to be, it's definitely not convenient to drive. But nowadays we spend so much time in traffic. So much traffic everywhere. You're stuck in traffic, whether it's 1 p.m. or whether it's 4 p.m. Too much traffic, right?
Too much.
Everywhere that you go. Actually, let me write. Stuck.
If we can think about this, we can just buy one car for all the family, you know.
Mhm.
Usually they are four in one family. They buy all of them a car for each
Yeah,
car.
absolutely. Yeah. I think that's the thing. It's like if you can reduce the amount of cars that you'll be using to get to a point,
It's
like
just
point
one
B,
car for all. Yeah,
yeah, it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense to, imagine we're all going to the same place and we're all coming from the
not,
same neighborhood.
it's not easy to do because the distance very far here in the north of America.
Absolutely. I think that's maybe one of the biggest issues here. It's that the
Yes,
distances are huge. Like for me to get downtown, it's about
exactly.
40 minutes drive, for example.
If we need a bread, we would take a car to buy a
Right.
bread. Yeah.
Exactly. Absolutely. When I was in France, the bread was 5 minutes walk, not even. The boulangerie,
Under the building.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah.
because it's the distances are much shorter, it makes sense to walk around. And I was just talking with someone recently, and we were saying here in Canada, it feels forced to walk. Walking, you need to plan out. You need to say, okay, I'm going to walk for 30 minutes today. But when you live in a smaller city or in a city where the distances are much shorter, walking becomes very organic. It becomes very natural. So obviously your carbon footprint is smaller, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very
In many
good.
countries,
Yeah.
it's an issue like you were saying, like in North America.
America, the north of America is famous with the distance very far, very big.
Actually, I think that's one of, I'm sorry, I read
But Karen, I can't hear you well. I don't know why
right now or all the time.
right now.
So right now it's because there's,
All the time, all the time.
hold on, I hear some, there's just a lot of noises from, okay, let me leave the studio and come back in 1 second.
Okay. Michelle, how are you? Oh, Mike.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know. I think there's I think it's like Bazumana said, I think it's when I was sharing my screen, it was lagging. I don't know why.
Okay.
But I always share the screen, so I don't know why it's right now that was creating an issue.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Michelle is talking, but her mic is muted.
It's
Yeah.
getting dark. It's getting dark late.
It's getting dark. It's 8 p.m.
Getting dark late, huh? It's
Yeah.
yes. It's getting dark
You
late.
guys remember back in January, it started so early. January at 4 p.m. was dark.
Ah, the problem became from initially, I think, of the sound.
Oh, for the sound?
Yes. We can see.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. 100%, at 100%, yes.
Okay, but when Michelle's mic is
Yes,
on,
like
of
mute,
course,
yes.
it might be because of the interference of the
No,
sound.
I hear you. Do you hear me good? Well,
So I hear you well now, but as soon as we have other mics, I think
yes.
this is the interference.
I think that the micro of Michelle.
Yeah. So let me
Michelle,
see.
return. Come back.
No?
You have a problem in your.
No.
I think so. Yes.
There's like background.
Now, Karen.
Yeah, I can hear the background noise.
Oh,
Okay, what about now? Is my voice clearer?
no, I can hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I can hear you. Yeah.
Perfect. Oh man, as much as technology is super good, I think it's so hard to coordinate everything and make sure that the sound is all right and the videos are right. Oh,
I present to my son,
hey,
He's so nice.
younger son.
your youngest son. Hello.
My Claudine.
He's shy?
Yeah.
Is he talkative?
Ahora, now,
Yes,
Yes,
much better.
yes, it's
much
better.
yes,
Okay, thank you.
much better. Thank you, Micheline.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right, let's just finish. Actually, now I'm scared to share my screen because I don't know how my mic will turn out. But if you don't hear me, like, okay? Okay, let's just finish up the article. So here we have a part about Africa. Here it says to save trees and reduce pollution. There's a project called Paradigm. It's working to get 5 million energy efficient stoves across Africa by 2020. That's interesting. So now they're trying to have in Africa some efficient stoves. They're also cleaning beaches. I don't know if you guys heard that. Did you guys hear about? Okay, hold on. I want to just go Did you guys hear about the initiative of cleaning beaches? How there's people that go to beaches, they clean up, the bags of chips, the cigarette butts, they remove any packaging.
The plastics.
Exactly, the plastic too. I think this is so nice. I was once at the beach. I saw a woman. She had a bag, and she was wearing gloves. She picked up everything: the plastic, the bags, so many, the bottles. And I was really impressed because I was like, I've never seen anyone do that. But it's actually a really good initiative, right? But I also think that in general, we need to do our job. And when we go to the beach, we clean up after ourselves. Everything. Because it's like you were saying, we each have an impact on the earth. It's not just we're not the only ones that have an impact. I think everyone has a role. And if we all do our job properly, then obviously we can all work together to make the earth a cleaner place, right?
Les gens ne s'en soucient guère. I don't know what I should say it in English. Les gens
How do
ne
you
s'en
say
soucient guère.
Wait, can you repeat that en français?
Les gens ne s'en soucient guère.
Les
Donc,
gens ne font
Ne s'en soucient, sans souci. S-A-P-O-S-O-F-E-N.
Oh, okay. So
Ils
people
s'en
don't
foutent.
care. Ils s'en foutent. People don't care.
Oui, they don't care.
People don't
Ah.
care. That's actually very true.
People don't care. Okay, people don't care.
People don't care. People don't care about a lot of things, not just about the earth. I think that's I don't know. It's a strange world where we're heading. I don't know if it's just me that feels that way. But every day goes on, I just see that people sometimes don't care about the earth, don't care about connections, don't care about a lot of things.
No,
And it's sad.
they don't care.
Yeah, people don't care. But maybe, if maybe that one person that that doesn't care, maybe you can have an impact on them, Like sometimes
Exactly.
you can say something or do something and whoop, poof, they change their minds and they become more aware and they actually want to make a difference. Sometimes we just need to bring awareness. I think that's our job maybe to do as ambassadors of the earth. It's to show the goodness, because once someone sees that you're doing good and that you're trying to make this place a better earth, they will follow your example.
Yeah.
Just like with your kids, when you're showing them how to lead their lives.
Exactly.
Sometimes adults are kids too, to be honest.
Yeah.
They need a reminder. They need to be reminded. I think we're all
Today the people, I can to say, today the people don't have conscience for
yeah.
the environment. Mm-hmm.
People, they don't have a conscience. People, they,
Conscience
what is
for the environment.
this little bag that I throw away on the floor is gonna do? Oh, it doesn't matter. But
I don't know.
if everyone says, "Oh, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter," of course
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't matter. But if we all make a difference together, then yeah, it will matter.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. They said they have war. They have war in the earth. They have what do you say, gens qui exploitent le pétrole là?
So
Les-
people who actually let me remember the word exploit fossil
exactly.
fuels.
Exploit fossil fuels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fossil fuels. So it's anything that is like
They say that my action is so solid, is so leader. My action is so leader. Your action is so leader.
the action is not little. The action is
Yeah, comparatively, oh, fossil fuels, wars in the world, and so on,
yeah.
etc.
And it's true that oils have been part of our industries for so long and part of our soil, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's a good thing to keep, like I think now that we have more not energy, electric cars, more um, environmental friendly options, I think you're realizing that taking a step away from fossil fuels is actually important and it's actually necessary for the well-being of our earth and even the well-being of us as humans. Like, can you imagine every day being exposed to all the bad quality air because we're using fossil fuels? Like, you want to make sure that if you're saying it doesn't matter if you use fossil fuels, but think about you, think about your kids, think about the air they breathe. It's not about what if your impact is small or big because it accumulates, right? Your impact will become huge if you're doing it over the years, right? It's not just a short-term thing, it's a long-term decision that they're making. So it's true. I think like oil companies just sometimes think about the money. They think about the profit they can make and not the well-being and the protection of our earth. I agree with you, Marie-Claudine. If I can see here the last thing that I have. I think there's also here another part of the text that was saying how in other countries, like in Mauritius, they decided to implement more solar panels. So instead of using fossil fuels, they decided to use panels. So that's definitely another way that we can help the environment and make sure that our country is more not our country, our world is more energy friendly. Solar panels, you're using the direct energy of the sun to provide electricity rather than using fossil fuels. So that's definitely a great initiative as well to install solar panels. Obviously the negative aspect of using solar panels is that it's costly. So you definitely need more capital, you need more money to be able to buy those. But on the long term, it's a good investment. It's a good investment in your health and your well-being, but also good investment money-wise. Oh, Michelle is back. So yeah, does anyone have anything to add about how you guys help the environment? We have someone that decided that he actually public transport doing. Anyone else? I, for example, compost. I have a compost bin, and it comes once a month. So I keep my compost in, take it out, bring it back in. That's and even so two things that I mainly do. I think it's like I'm saying all the time that doing a little bit.
That's it's so difficult to hear you.
Oh my goodness, I don't know why.
Hi, Basmana.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you, and you?
I'm fine. It's a long time, yeah.
Yeah, it's a long time. I don't
Yeah.
see you.
I was busy during the at the end of last winter, so I discontinued my class to
I discontinued too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm back, and I'm taking class with Leona.
You're so quiet now. Why?
No, I'm not quite. It's my first time in such online class, so I'm just observing, and then I'll
Okay.
get more
Okay.
involved. Yeah.
Okay.
But you speak really well, and you have great thoughts.
Yeah,
And
because I don't have choice. It's almost our work language, and last year I start. I think at the beginning of 2023, and then I improve, and I experienced something. I encourage, if you have opportunities to do that, that's very good. I was in Orlando. That's in March. And US people, American, they speak really fast, and thankfully I was able, yeah, it's crazy, and thankfully I
Sorry,
was
sorry,
able
Rob.
to do some conversation, and also with the class I had with Leona and also Linda. It helped me a lot, and I was almost surprised by myself, because I was able to communicate with many people, many scholars in my study field, and I was comfortable. It's true that for some presentation, I missed like almost 25%, but in general, it was good. So now I decided to push again forward my level.
Did you
So
live? Did you
now
live in Orlando,
level
in
5.
Florida?
What?
Did you live? Did you live in La Florida, Orlando?
No, I don't. I was there for a conference.
Conference.
But it's the beautiful place. Yeah, if you have opportunities, that go to visit. Disney
Okay.
World. Yeah.
Because
yeah,
before I lived in La Florida, in Orlando.
Oh.
Before I lived in Orlando, La Florida, 2 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you have the
2 years.
accent actually,
Late
because
marriage.
I
Yes.
met many people in the street. They almost speaking Spanish, only
Yes.
Spanish.
Yes.
I was like this.
Yes.
"No, it's not. We're in Mexico here." They were speaking Spanish. Yeah,
Yes.
that's
yeah.
yeah,
In the US, they speak really quickly. In
Yeah.
English,
Quickly. Yes.
yeah.
it's not Canadian.
Carry the wall. Carry the wall. Mhm.
Yeah, that's true. They cut
Carry the
words.
wall. Mhm.
It's
Very different. Here we articulate. We take more time to speak, but there it's a shortcut.
shortcuts. Yeah, yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
But I'm glad.
that was a very good experience for me. It gave me opportunity to assess what I learned last year. So for me, I know now what I have to do to
Yeah.
be perfect. Yeah.
That's really good. I think like we learn from experiences, right? Like we go in another country and we learn more about ourselves, our skills, what we're good at, what we're not good at, what we need to improve. So every experience teaches us a lot about ourselves and what we need to work on. So it's really good. That's really, really good. That's amazing. So welcome back. It's
Thank
good to see you, and it's keep going. Whenever you have something to add on to the group, feel free to hop on. This is a group conversation, so it's nice when we have more people that join in and just say whatever they feel like saying. But yeah, no, it was great to have you. It was great to see you all. Nasima, my cousin, Michelle, me, I don't know where
Yes.
Denis.
Thank you, Karen.
You all. The
This
sound
is
as
like
well.
family. It's family. They
Yeah. And sorry about the
yeah.
sound. The sound was cutting. I'll try to fix it and see maybe if it was something on my end.
Okay.
Anyways, thank you all and have a great rest of your day. Happy Earth Day and see you guys next week.
Thank you,
Thank
Karen.
you. You
Bye.
too. Bye. See
Bye,
you next
everyone.
time.
Bye.
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 Sweet dream. Yes, sweet dream. Ciao.